So
We're here.
unfortunately, he only has it set to one destination at the moment.
Yep, I see that. That's all right. They don't need to see it live. I don't know if I can add anything. No, I probably can't. That's all right. We'll figure it out. Not a big deal. Dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air.
Sorry, I was sharing the YouTube link to the group.
That's all right.
Um,
Ah, son of a bitch. I left that downstairs, didn't I? Yes, I did. Oh, well.
where'd you leave?
Oh, I left my vape downstairs. It's in
Uh,
my coat pocket,
it's not
but
going
that's
to be a
right.
long show, dude.
I
Trust
got a,
me.
I got a, I got a spare, so I'm good.
First of all, I know everything's messed up, but Maddie want us to see this layout, so
It's pretty cool. I like this layout. It's pretty
um,
sweet.
I wish I could say that this is going to be a happy episode, but it's not going to be a happy episode
No.
because we had some deaths last week that we have to go over.
Hmm.
First of all, welcome to Bases Loaded. I'm Justin. He's Jeff.
Yes, I am.
You might
Last I checked.
you might know us from a little wrestling show called Wrestling Roundtable.
No. No.
Which, by
Don't
the
be
way, I don't
silly.
know. Did my
Yeah.
best, you bastards. Maddie, we appreciate you. Seriously, we do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I like the layout, dude. I really do.
This is gonna be the new layout, guys, because Maddie's trying to get StreamYard fixed with everything, so just bear with us.
Yes. Technical difficulties.
Jeff, what death do you want to start with first? Yankees or Braves?
Uh, Start with whichever one you want to start with.
Let's go with Bobby Cox. That was more recent.
Yeah.
Thank God for free trials.
Yeah. Exactly.
Um, what are your takeaways from the death of Bobby Cox?
Oh, one of the best managers there ever was in the history of baseball. He uh, obviously led the Braves to the championship in '95. Multiple pennants. Multiple pennants. Um, Probably one of my favorite managers of all time. He told it how it was, on and off the field. Um, it's a big loss, big loss to the Braves fans. And I did like the memorial that they did that night when the Braves were playing. Um, they had a moment of silence, and I thought it was really cool. Um, but Bobby will definitely be missed. His managerial skills do not go unnoticed. As I said, probably one of the best managers of all time throughout baseball. Um, so my condolences go out to the Cox family, and yeah, it hit hard.
And you know what? They won the series against the Dodgers for Bobby Cox. So,
There we go. Exactly.
and and ladies and gentlemen, there's gotta we need to give you like a little spoiler. There's a new number one in the National League West.
Don't tell anybody. Shh.
But yeah, Bobby Cox to me. I didn't grow up watching the Braves in the '90s because I was born in the '90s. So,
Right.
but I did watch Bobby Cox's managerial when he was still with the Braves. So, yeah, everything that Jeff had
Hmm.
said, I agree with 100%. Um,
Yep.
and then there was Ted Turner.
Another, but who is affiliated with the Braves, so it's like a double whammy if you stop and think about it. Double whammy. Ted Turner, No, I remember watching the games, the Braves games on TV, 6:05. That's what time it came on. So it was a big hit all the way around, between Bobby Cox and Ted Turner. It was a huge hit for the Braves nation. So
Hey Jeff. Oh, there we go.
yes.
I was gonna say I don't know if you were frozen on my end, but you were definitely frozen. A little
Oh,
bit.
well, I was sorry about that.
No, you're good now. But
Yeah.
I don't got
Yeah,
much to
I
say
was.
about Ted. Go ahead.
I don't. Did you guys? Did you hear what I said about Ted?
Yeah.
Okay. As long as you
Um.
heard me, that's all that matters.
Yeah. He's the one that created TNT and TBS, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, hey, for anybody that's watched AEW on TNT and TBS, there wouldn't be AEW without Ted Turner. So there you go. You can thank him now.
They're just upset because they're not on at 8:05 p.m. Eastern. The only channel I know where things go live or went live at 5 after the hour. I I never understood that, but that's what made it. That's what set it apart from the other channels. So it's like, you always knew wrestling was coming on at 6:05, or the Braves game was coming on at 8:05. I mean, it made it unique. So
And then finally, it is high. It is gone. It is high. It is far. It is gone. Yankees win. The Yankees win. If anybody's wondering why I'm saying that, because John Stern was the first death of the three.
yep. The Yankees win. I'm sure you've heard Big Poppy say that.
I have, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
Look,
know you
you
have,
don't
but the other people out there that aren't watching right now.
look. You don't have to be a Yankees fan to know that John Sterling was the greatest radio broadcaster of all time for that team.
Correct.
Unfortunately, his last World Series came in 2024. So
Yeah.
I hated facing. I hated the Yankees, but I always respected them.
Right. And so
Uh,
you should. I mean, you can't deny what they've done. You
no.
know. So.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Was John Sterling affiliated with the Braves as well in the '90s for the playoffs?
Oh, that I have no idea. Hold on. Let me find out. That's a good question. I think he was. Yeah, after his initial stint in New York, Sterling spent 9 years in Atlanta, hosting a sports call-in show on WSB Radio and covering Major League Baseball's Atlanta Braves from 82 to 87. And he also covered the NBA's Atlanta Hawks from 81 to 89.
Jeez. So there we go. Three people
For
affiliated with Atlanta.
Yes, for Turner Sports, exactly. So you have they say everything comes in threes. There it is right there. Sterling, Cox, and and Turner.
Yeah. Um. Also, we have two more said. We have one more thing to go over. Well, this is actually this is actually my shtick for the day. Before we get to Jeff's,
Yes.
um, and I'm going off of baseball for a second because this has to be said. The NBA lost two important people yesterday. Brandon Clark passed away at the age of 29. He played for the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, I'm not going to speculate and I'm not going to say anything, but there are reports saying that he passed away from drug overdose.
Wait until everything comes in, and then we can figure out exactly what happened.
Yep. This one, however, I do know what he passed away from. Jason Collins, 47 years old, the first openly gay player in American sports history,
Yep.
passed away after battling brain cancer.
Yeah. that hits home in many different ways. So I mean, I get that. Yeah, one being too young and one gone too soon. Well, they're both gone too soon, but you know, it's just we don't know exactly what the details are on the first one,
No,
but
but as soon as I find out what the details are for Brandon Clark, I will definitely be going live on the NBA show and giving out the details about it.
yeah.
But like I said, I'm not speculating. That's just what I'm hearing about reports.
Right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is the results of round one for Boston sports. All 30 teams Major League Baseball tournament.
Mm-hmm.
But first,
yes. But first,
just sit right down and don't be a dick. Everyone get ready for Jeff Stick.
Yes, my shtick. Gotta love it. We got two games that went final today already. The Guardians beat the Angels 4-2, and the Orioles beat the Yankees 7-0. Justin's over there hopping in his seat, full of glee. We're gonna go down the scores that are in progress right now. Bottom of the sixth right now, tie game 1-1 between the Phillies and the Red Sox. Bottom of the fifth, still scoreless between the Rays and Blue Jays. Top of the fifth, the Reds lead the Nationals 6-5. Top of the fifth, Pirates are on top of the Rockies 3-0. Bottom of the fourth, still a 0-0 tie with Cubs and Braves. Top of the fourth, Tigers are over the Mets right now 2-1. The end of the second, the White Sox are over the Royals 2-0. Bottom of the second, still a 0-0 tie between Padres and Brewers. Top of the second, the Marlins are over the Twins right now 4-1. Top of the first, 0-0 tie between Arizona and Texas. And the top of the first, 1-0 right now, Mariners over the Astros. You have two games coming up, 9:40 Eastern, Cardinals versus the Athletics. And at 10:10 Eastern, the Giants and the Dodgers. Your standings right now for the AL East belongs to Tampa Bay Rays with a record of 28-13. AL Central belongs to the Cleveland Guardians with a record of 24-21. And the AL West belongs to the Oakland / California / I don't have a home anymore Athletics with a record of 21-20. Your NL East belongs right now to the Atlanta Braves, who has a 9-game lead right now over a couple teams. They're sitting at 29-13. NL Central, Chicago Cubs lead that one 27-15. And your San Diego Padres have a half a game lead right now over the LA Dodgers. Thank freaking God, with a record of 24-17. Your home run hitters right now, we have at the top of the list, Kyle Schwarber has 17, Aaron Judge with 16, and Murakami has 15. Those are your stats around Major League Baseball right now. That is my shtick, and I am sticking to it.
hey, you got Murakami right.
I'm proud of myself. I wasn't going to pronounce the first name. I said the last name I should be able to do.
All right. So how are we gonna do this? Like, are you and I gonna read off the winners? Because I haven't gotten the response form yet from you.
You're right, because I wanted to keep it a secret. Sorry.
You're sneaky. You're very sneaky.
I know I am. All right, so we're going to bring this up right now. We're going to start with the National League. The votes coming from you guys out there watching, and they are tallied up and they are in. I just have to get to the correct page here. Here we go. Okay. So let me get off of that one. We'll start with the National League bracket. We have the Brewers and Diamondbacks with a 53-46 vote. The Diamondbacks move on, which that actually surprised me, but that's okay. So Diamondbacks, you'll get to see how I do this. Actually, you know what we're going to do? There's got to be a way I can figure out how. I bet you I can do this way. Okay. Bear with me because I have an idea. Okay, so let me move on. Let me do it this way because this would make much more sense. Okay, there we go. We're going to do it this way. By a score of 7-6, Diamondbacks move on. This makes it so much easier to do it this way. So now we're going to go to Reds and Phillies. And this one was a blowout. We're looking 11-2 Reds. So we're going to put it on here like a score. That's how we're going to do it, folks. We're putting on here like a score. Now we move on to the Padres and Cubs. This one was also a blowout. The Cubs win it 11-2. So we'll put that right in there like that. Boom. Okay. Next one is Cardinals and Marlins. With your votes, once again, 11-2. It belongs to the Cardinals. Now we move on to the next one, which is Nationals and Braves. This one also was a blowout where the Braves win 12-1. So the Braves move on. Pirates and Mets. This one was a little closer, but the Pirates did move on with a score of 8-5. And then the Rockies and Dodgers. I am surprised that 2 people have voted for the Rockies because they're automatically out of the playoffs, but in this one they're not. But they lose to the whoops, wrong one. Hold on. 2-11. There we go. The Dodgers win 11-2. That is your National League setup. So for the second round, we'll see the Giants take on the Diamondbacks. The Reds take on the Cubs. Cardinals will take on the Braves. And the Pirates will take on the Dodgers. Now, for the American League. Now we have some fun. Rays and Angels. This one was actually very close. This one, the Angels overcame the Rays 7-6. So the Angels move on. Tigers and Mariners. The Tigers move on with the score of 9-4. We move on to the Royals and Astros. The Astros move on with a score of 9-4. Indians and Guardians / the Rangers. We're going to give that one to the Indians / Guardians with a score of 11-2. Twins and Blue Jays. We're looking at the Blue Jays beating the Twins 10-3. We got the White Sox and Athletics. This one was actually very close. The White Sox, however, go down to the Athletics 7-6. And the Orioles, Red Sox move on with a score of 11-2. So your second round looks like this. Yankees versus Angels, Tigers versus Astros, Indians versus Blue Jays, and the Athletics versus the Red Sox. So this form will be out on Saturday. It'll be due once again on Wednesday before we go on the air at 8 p.m. So that is your lineup. Anything
Oof.
surprise you?
The Athletics.
That's the one that surprised me, to be honest with you.
boy. Oh boy. This is going to be an interesting second round. I can tell you that right now.
Yes, it is.
Do you mind if we switch up a little bit of a different sport here? Because I know we're almost 30 minutes in, but I don't want this to be a short show at all.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I know I messaged you about the NFL schedule, about the Seattle Seahawks' first opponent.
Yes.
Hi, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
The fact that we gotta watch you raise a fucking banner is gonna be like, why could you couldn't have given us you couldn't have made us go to Seattle week number 2? Why?
Ah, no fun in that. Absolutely no fun in that.
Man. How do you think the Seahawks will do though this year? Not you got no Kenneth Walker.
We'll have to see what preseason brings. That's the only way I can really tell. Is like we'll have to see what preseason brings.
Yeah, John Lewis and I don't know. I don't think we're gonna do our NFL test run on StreamYard just until Maddie gets this figured out and everything. Right. But I know but John Lewis and I will be doing an NFL test run on Friday.
Okay.
All right. Now, looking at the brackets, who do you think is going to move on? If you had to guess.
For the baseball brackets.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go right now to say that for the American, I would say the Yankees over the Angels. I personally, because I don't vote. I'm not voting at all. So this is just my perspective on this. I'm going Tigers over the Astros. I'm actually going to go Blue Jays over the Indians. And Red Sox over the Athletics. For the National, I'm going to go Giants over the Diamondbacks. This one's probably a long shot, but I'm going to go with the underdog on this one. I'm going to go Reds over the Cubs. And according to stats, this would be an underdog too. Braves over the Cardinals. And then I'm going to go Dodgers over the Pirates. So that is my pick, or my picks, if you want to call it that.
Can I see the updated brackets again?
Oh, geez. Now I got to freaking put it back up here. My God. Okay, hold on.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. Okay, this is the national one going up. There we go. There's the national.
Okay. I do think the Braves move on.
Mm-hmm.
I think you said the Reds over the Cubs.
I said the Reds over the Cubs. Yes.
I think the Reds will definitely go over the Cubs. Dodgers over the Pirates and Giants over the Diamondbacks. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I had. Okay, now going to the American. There's that one. Yankees, Angels.
I got Angels on this one.
Okay. Tigers, Astros.
I got Tigers on this one.
Indians and Blue Jays.
I think this is the ending of the Indians' run.
Okay. And then Athletics and Red Sox. And don't be biased.
Athletics. It's going to be the Athletics.
You think the Athletics?
Okay. Yeah, it's going to be the Athletics.
We're split down the middle because I figured the Red Sox. But, I mean, let me tell you something. If the Blue Jays and Red Sox meet in the third round, I got to give it to the Blue Jays on that one. If it's the Indians that move on and Red Sox that move on, I would have to give it to the Red Sox. So it's just it all depends on who moves on. But let me tell you something. This third round, it's going to be set up really, really good. Like Yankees versus Tigers or Yankees versus Astros, either one is going to be like amazing. So that one could literally go either way.
Yeah, now I'm running out of things to say right now, and I know this is a short show, but guys, that's what happens when we don't have lineups to do anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Normally we would have a half an hour to do our all-time team. We can't even do that now. So, but we do
No.
have the tournament.
Yes, we do. We're gonna figure out how to do Wrestling Roundtable this week, because if StreamYard is on free trial, then yeah.
We'll figure it out. Because we do have a lot to talk about.
Yes, we do. But if anybody wants to find us on Forever Boston Sports, the socials are right there. Just look below. It's right there. Yeah, this new layout, I'm absolutely loving.
That's awesome.
It's got the YouTube and the Facebook. Come join us. It's a fun ass time.
Exactly. Might as well. I noticed though, up at the top, there's no Patriots logo.
No,
I wonder
because
why.
this is set for bases loaded and the NBA show.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That's fair enough.
Maddie is gonna.
Yeah, but you got the Bruins up in the upper right hand corner.
Yeah, I think Maddie's gonna work on something for the NFL show come September.
There we go. That works.
Well, for Jeff, for Wrestling Pedigree in the comment section, we appreciate you, Maddie. Don't fear that.
Yes, we do.
I am Justin. Hopefully after the free trial, we are back to normal.
What's normal?
That's true.
Normal is just a setting on, like dryers and the setting on video games. What is normal?
Anyways, guys, round two results will be out on Wednesday. So until then, enjoy the rest of your week. And normally we would say enjoy professional wrestling, but this is a sports show. So
yeah, I'll have the form out on Saturday. For
hey, Dead Sox. I'm looking at you. Why can't you be like the Braves?
We are
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
All right, have a good one, everybody.